Okay, boys, my camera has 1 bar left, so I'm about to drop some sauce on you real quick, some sales riz or sales IQ on you real quick, and get straight to the fucking point. So, in a sales call, you will have prospects who are generally broke, and that's why they ask this question, but they're also very pushy. So we call them price pushers. In a sales call and in a sales framework, you have a discovery, you have a pitch, you have a close. In the discovery, it's all about the prospect, all about asking them questions, all about helping them realize where they're at, where they want to go, consequences not taking action, etc. We need to do some manipulation it's positive manipulation, but we need to do our part as sales reps to help them, I guess, get out of their own way and actually make a commitment to change further down here to a product or a program which is going to help them in a certain area of life. Now, in that discovery phase, we have a frame that we've set where we've pretty much told them, in this call here, man, I'm just going to be asking a few questions around X, around Y, around Z. If it's a fit for us to work together, I'll let you know. Or if we can help you, we can go from there. We set a frame pretty much explaining that we're going to be asking questions at first to make sure they're a fit for what we do. If it's a fit, then we can go from there. Okay? Now, with that frame, that's generally there to make the prospect understand why we are bombarding them with a bunch of fucking questions that they've never been asked in their life. They get quite deep and quite personal and emotional. So, sometimes prospects who are price pushers and generally broke and want to break your frame, even if they don't realize they're breaking your frame, will start asking for price very early on in the call. Okay, this discovery part of the call is meant to be like 15, 20 minutes. Sometimes they'll interrupt you and go, just tell me the price, bro. Or what's the price of the program? Can you just tell me the price? Why can't you tell me the price? Tell me the price. Price, because they're wondering how much is this going to cost them. Now, little secret, generally these people here who are price pushers, if you tell them the price at that point in the call, they will never ever buy. They will get to the end of the call and tell you they want to think about it, and then you will never hear them. You'll never hear from them again. Okay, simple as that. So, telling them price at this point in the call, as much as it kind of sucks as a sales rep because you feel like you're kind of holding something from them, and they maybe feel like you're holding something from them as well. It is in their best interest to not know the price at that point because they're looking at it from a cost. They're in cost-based thinking, not results-based thinking. We need to do our part of our process where we get them to understand where they're at, the problem, where they want to go, the goals, the emotions, how close they are, the consequence of not taking action. And then therefore they're in results-based thinking and will actually be more likely to take action on something regardless of price. Okay, so telling them the price at that point in the call is not only going to fuck you over at the end of the call because you're going to think about it and get your time wasted, it also is going to fuck that prospect over because they're not actually going to make a commitment to change in an area of life where they need to make a commitment because they're dealing with XYZ problem. So, how do we deal with this? I've been rambling for a little bit. How do we actually deal with this? Hold frame and deal with price pushers and make sure we kind of keep the price to ourselves and don't let them know, but do it in a smooth way, which feels authentic and they can't really tell you're holding the price from too much. Now, there's 4 ways I like to do this. And there's 2 at this level here, like a nice soft, smooth way. There's 1 at this level, and then there's 1 at this level here where I'm just a fucking prick. So, the first way, I'll just say, look, as I said, man, at the start of the call, the first part of this is just for us to find out a little bit more on your background, what you've done in the past, what you're doing now, and then what you're looking for, just to see if we could help you, just like because there are some people we can't help, okay? So is it fair enough if we just do that first? Or another way I could say that is just to see if we could help you, in the first place, and then if we can, I'll go over all the details of what that may look like. Okay, that's the kind of 2 ways I'll say that there. There's also another way I do it a little bit softer, where I pretty much say, look, that's not a problem. Initially, it may be better just to see if we actually have the opportunity to help you. For example, what are you doing for X? And go into your next question in your framework because it's really, really smooth and it's like dancing around it. It's like you're not fighting with them. It's not combative. You're dancing, essentially. So acknowledge it. That's not a problem. Initially, it may be a little bit more appropriate just to see if we could have the opportunity to help you. For example, what is it that you're exactly looking for? What's your dream solution, man? What do you actually need from us to help you? Go back into your framework. Okay, so they're the 2 soft ones. Okay, well, the one I just said and that one prior to that. The next level to this is, let's say you've used one of those already and they go, look, man, I just really want to know the price. Like, let's say you've asked a few questions and they go, come back to it. Look, man, I just really want to know the price. I don't want to answer all these questions. You can just say, well, look, right now it's $0 because I don't even know if what we do here is a fit for what you're looking for and if it actually would even help you in the first place. Once I actually get a better understanding on your situation, your goals, what you're looking for, From there, I can actually tell you what the price would be because we have lots of different options, lots of different offers ranging from free content, which is for free, all the way up until high level coaching, which is obviously a little bit more, but offers you a lot more support. Does that sound fair enough? Okay, all right. And then you go back into your framework, okay? Now, if they ask for price again and they're being a fucking prick and they're trying to break frame and they're just interrupting you, just saying, tell me price, bro, I don't want to answer any more questions. You just say, look, cool, man. What do you do for a living? Okay, you're a mechanic, or you're a Sparky, or you are a dentist, or it could literally be used for any area of any career, any person, any line of work. What do you do for work? Let's say in this example, you're a mechanic. Okay, how much to fix my car? And they're going to say, oh, well, first I would need to find out like what's wrong with the car. No. Like, I don't have the time. What's the price? How much to fix my car? And they're going to say, oh, well, I'd need to find out X, Y, Z. And you say, no. I do not have the time. Just tell me the price, man. And at that point there, they're going to realize, okay, pretty much this guy needs to find out what the problem is and pretty much ask me questions so he can actually give me a solution. Because it's the same, like if you go to a doctor, you go to a mechanic, they don't just give you a fucking price because they don't know what's wrong with you. You need to go into a mechanic, they need to look under the hood, they need to look at what's actually going on with the car, diagnose the problem, identify a solution, and then they give you the price once they've done that. So it's the same with this, it's the same with sales. You cannot pitch someone something if you don't know the problem, their situation, their problem, what they're looking for, and if it's actually a fit for what they're looking for. Okay, so it's the same thing, and the prospect is going to then understand that once you've pretty much been a bit of a prick and slapped him around a little bit, and he's going to then hopefully from that point there shut the fuck up and just let you go through your framework and actually help him, and then give him the price at the end. That should do it. So that's like the 3 levels I use, and they're the 4 things I do to hold frame and deal with price pushes, and it works. Generally, I don't have to get to that 3rd level. Generally, like that first one where I just say, look, initially it might be a little bit more appropriate just for us to see if we can help you. Generally, that there's fine. If I need to go, well, look, right now it's $0 because I don't even know if it's what it will help you. And then very rarely I have to use that 3rd or the 4th one, but the 3rd level, 3rd tier, where I'm pretty much slapping him around. But if I do need to do it, generally that does the job and they get the point, like, okay, I'm just not going to fucking ask again. If they keep trying to break frame from there, I'll just literally tell them, look, I've got a process I've got to run through. I'm sure you've got processes in your own work as well. It's the same thing here. If you don't want to work with that process and you actually get our help with this and help solve your problems, that's fine. It's not a fit for you. See you later. Simple as that. And my camera is about to go flat. It's showing 0 bars. That there, if you use that in your sales calls and people ask for price during your discovery, that will hold your frame. You can get through the discovery framework, pitch, and then tell them price at the end, and then close them, and you'll have higher close rates. You won't deal with think about it at the end, and you won't deal with price pushes who never actually fucking buy. Hope you enjoyed, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.